Hello everyone and welcome back to Genie Crafts. In today's video we are going to see an end-to-end creation of low poly papercraft model of Lord Ganesha. The entire video is divided into 3 sections: how to create the low poly 3D file, then how to create the 2D template for it, and finally how to do the papercraft from the 2D template. So let's start with the first step, creating the 3D low poly model in Blender. Now creating a low poly model from scratch takes a lot of time. So for this tutorial what I have done is that I have downloaded a high poly model from internet and I have converted it into the low poly model. I have pasted the link for the high poly model in my video description. You can check it out later. To import the high poly model, from the file menu select import and then go to the location where your file is saved and load it. Press G on the keyboard to move the high poly model and place it side by side beside the low poly model. I have kept both high poly and low poly on the same frame to show you the difference between the two, and as we reduce the high poly model to the low poly model. Click on the wireframe option to enable the view in wireframe. This will allow you a better visualization of the mesh of the model, and you can clearly see as the model reduces from high poly to low poly. To start reducing the model, go to the modifier section and select the decimate modifier. This modifier allows you to reduce the total number of faces in any given model. There are 3 options: collapse, then unsubdivide and planar. Start with the unsubdivide option by increasing the total number of iterations. I have started with 2. Since this model is very complex, it will take some time for it to show the result. If the total number of faces have not reduced so much, then you can increase the number of iterations. But if even after increasing the number of iterations, the number of faces are not reducing, then in that case you need to go to the collapse option and leave the unsubdivide option as it is. In the collapse option, start with half first. So instead of 1, type 0.5 and see what effect it has on the model. As you can see, the faces have reduced by half, but the model is still very complex to build on paper. So what we are going to do is that we are going to keep reducing this number till we reach a stage where the model is simple enough to make on paper. And finally, at a ratio of 0.002, we will get our desired low poly model. But models created this way will not be perfect, and there will be faces which are not completely connected on all the sides. But you will not be able to edit the model while you are reducing it, so you need to export the file as a .stl file and then reload it back again to do the editing for the wrong faces. Majority of the model is fine, but there are some open faces in the toe area. So let me zoom in on the toe area. As you can see that these are all open faces which are not completely connected. So either you connect the faces or you delete the unnecessary faces. So I'll go into the edit mode by pressing tab, and then I will select the vertices which are not required by clicking on them and press delete to remove the vertices. After deleting vertices, it's time to close off the faces. To close off or create a face, select the vertices using shift and click, and then right click, and from the menu select create face from the edges or vertices. Once you are satisfied with your model, export it as .stl file and save it in your system. Now the next part of the tutorial, creating the 2D template from the 3D low poly file you just created. Open Pepakura Designer and load the 3D file using the file menu. Once the model is loaded, select no flip and then choose the front and the bottom of your model carefully using the colors shown on the screen. Then select no invert and finish loading the model. In the dimension pop-up box, select desired height of your model. In this case, we are going to be making 100 centimeter tall model. That means 1000 millimeter you have to put in the height section. The width and the depth will be calculated automatically by the software. Now click unfold and let the system create its own 2D template. This will not be perfect. You will need to do a lot of rearrangement, but this will give you a reference point to start and define where you want the cuts to be on your 3D model. To start defining your cut line, either press Ctrl N or click on the joint disjoint faces icon in the menu section. If you see a red line appearing when you hover your mouse over an edge, that means you can disconnect the face there. If you see a green line, that means you can connect the face there. So start dividing your entire 3D model into small parts, and correspondingly the divisions will be made on the unfolded 2D template that the system has created for you. Now comes the most tedious part of Pepakura, that you need to arrange the pieces. Select the piece you want to start building your model with by clicking it on the 3D section. The corresponding piece will be highlighted in the right hand side canvas. Click on the piece and drag it to start rearranging the pieces on your canvas. Currently, each rectangle on your right hand side canvas represents an A4 size paper. As you can see that the piece is too big to fit on an A4 size paper. So what we'll do is that we will change the printing paper from A4 to A3 in the print settings menu. Arrange the piece on the paper, rotate it using the green handle as required so that it fits completely within the borders of the paper. Also, you need to give this piece a number so that you know from which part number to which part number you want to stick. So to give the number, press Ctrl T or click on the text icon in the menu and click anywhere on the screen where you want to put the part number, and then give the number and hit OK. Start from top of the model to the bottom of the model. Keep arranging the pieces, give them sequential numbers so that once you take out the printout, you know in what sequence to arrange the numbers. Also, you can join and disjoin the pieces if you find a certain piece is too complex to connect. Once you have arranged all the pieces, it's time to put edge IDs. Go to the 2D menu and select Show Edge ID. Once you're satisfied with the arrangement of the pieces, go to File menu and select Print to PDF and save the PDF file on your system. Do check your PDF file once to see if all the pieces have got printed inside the borders and none of the pieces are cut or coming out partially. Now that we are done with the creation of the 2D template, I have taken the printout directly on the colored paper. The paper thickness that I am using for this model is 270 GSM. Now we'll follow the steps of any low poly paper craft creation. The first step is cutting out the pieces. For cutting out, I am using this sharp blade from Fiskars. Since this is a very thick paper, so I am going to use the long A11 blade rather than a shorter blade which I normally use for doing intricate paper cuts. Cut out the piece along the solid lines. Do not cut on the dotted lines, they are for folding. Next, you need to create creases on the cutout piece. For that, you will need a metallic pencil and a scale. Using both, carefully create crease lines on your cutout piece. Since this is a thick paper, you would need to put a little extra pressure to create the crease lines. Now fold along the dotted lines or the creases that you have created. If it's a normal dotted line, you need to fold it inwards, also known as a valley fold. And if the dotted line is dashed and dotted, then in that case you need to fold it outwards, also known as a mountain fold. You will need to prep each piece in a similar fashion. Now you can see piece number 1 and 2 in my hand. Find out the edge and the flaps which have common numbers, and these two will be joined together. For sticking the pieces together, I am using transparent school glue and I am using a toothpick to apply the glue on the flaps. Pick up a small drop of glue on the toothpick and apply a thin even layer on the flap. Do not apply too much glue as it will take more time for the pieces to stick together. Always apply thin layer of glue, it causes the pieces to stick together quickly. Align the two pieces carefully and press gently to stick them together. Let it dry for a few seconds before you stick the next flap or piece together. Follow the same process for all the pieces and keep joining them together to complete your low poly model. And with that last piece on the base, our low poly paper craft model is ready. I hope you guys enjoyed this end-to-end tutorial of a low poly paper craft creation. In case you have any questions, do not hesitate to approach me and I will try to answer all your questions. If you guys like this video, then please do not forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button. And I will be very soon back with another exciting video. Till then, take care, stay safe and bye bye.